Hey, what's up, y'all? So I got a question from a subscriber regarding the improv stuff. So I'm just gonna go over like just some some basic stuff, little tips and techniques or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this one's for you, Christian. Um, so to start off, all of all the stuff that I do, all the improv stuff, is based around a minor scale. And so I'm in drop B tuning right now. So for improv on this in this tuning, it's going to be mostly B minor. Um, and there's a really good resource. It's a website called Scalerator, SCALERATOR.com. And what it is it's a basically a virtual fretboard, and you can plug in your tuning, what key you want, and then what scale you want, and it'll show a fretboard, and it'll have all the notes in that scale marked. And that's a great way to, if you're a visual learner like I am, it's a great way to sort of figure your way out around the fretboard in terms of scales without like going through each individual note. And so if you can learn the minor scale and all its positions on the guitar, you're pretty much golden. So most hard rock, most metal is written in a minor key, and then there's little variations, little chromatics, little extra notes you can throw in to sort of make it your own, so it doesn't just sound like a stale scale. So once you have that, I'll put it in now. So I'll just play B minor on the B string. So you have, and with those, just staying on the top string, like you could just do power chords and make improv like that. You know, just that. Pretty simple, and then show you in a second how to make it a little bit more interesting. But really, my best tip here is to learn as much music as you can, and then you can take the riffs that you like, the different pieces of songs that you like, and you can incorporate those. So, like, As Lay Dying riff, fine. So you could just take like the first three notes of that. And that's one way of doing it. I always thought my improv reeks of like Lamb of God, stuff like that, because that's my favorite band, and I learned a lot of their music. So it can be like little variations of that. And then to keep things interesting, this is how, like, phrasing. So it's not just like 4 minutes of like the same thing over and over. If you just take like a simple chord progression, so like this, for example. Think of it as like different sections of your fretboard, like different neighborhoods. So this neighborhood has these neighbors, but basically, so on the 7th fret, you can go to the 10th fret, and all of this is fair game. So if you know your minor scale down all the strings and have it memorized, you'll be able to play different notes here. And then the same applies for 10th fret. You have all this going on around here. This is also why I like drop tunings, because you only need one finger for the power chord. It leaves you the other three to do whatever you want. So yeah, so 7th fret, all these. 10th fret over here. 3rd fret, 5th fret. And so what I mean by this is to give your playing some direction, I guess. So again, instead of like, you can think of it like visualize it as just different chunks of the fretboard. So when I'm here, let me start that over. That makes sense. So like if you can just visualize a basic chord progression and then you can just add little bits to it and then keep it going. So it gives the improv like some direction. So it's not just a bunch of random notes. But yeah, those are like in terms of the composition, just learning a bunch of music, memorizing your minor scale, and then yeah, just like creating little chord progressions and trying to follow them and add little bits to make it more interesting. And so I'll add, so there's another variation of the minor scale that I do. So here's your standard minor. I'll change it, so instead of the 2nd fret, you play the 1st fret. You get kind of that darker, creepier sound. And then, so that'll go. Instead of the 2, we're playing 1. Instead of the 7, we're playing 6. It's kind of dark. I mean, the minor scale to begin with is kind of dark, but you have that. The other one is to try to learn your intervals, like what things sound like in terms of distance. So 1 fret, 2 fret, 3 fret, 4 fret, 5 fret. So in context, like if you know what different things sound like, so if I play and I want it to sound like kind of darker or creepier, knowing that distance, knowing it'll make that sound. Same if you want like so once you know like what 2 different notes will sound like together, you can start to piece things together. And then after that, once you get past the composition stuff, it's mostly just stylistic stuff. So all your different techniques, palm muting, hammer-ons, pull-offs, triplets. Sorry guys, my allergies are bad. My nose is killing me. Palm muting, hammer-ons and pull-offs, pinch harmonics, slides and bends and stuff like that. So you can take something that's kind of simple, like, and you can add a bunch of different stuff. So it's the same 3 notes, you're just adding different stuff to make it a little more interesting. Palm muting is a big one. I feel like dynamics don't get talked about enough. So you have like loose palm mutes and then you have tighter ones. So here's your open. Here's like a loose palm mute. So you still get some of the sustain, and then a tighter one. And it's unfortunate, a lot of guitar players only have like palm mute and open. They don't really go through the dynamics, the dynamic range of palm mute. But so you can add that too. So different stuff like that. And then yeah, just like combining techniques. keep it interesting. And then yeah. So I would start with all that. Scalerator, learn your minor scale. Find like super slow backing tracks that you can slowly start working on, and then go from there. But yeah, hopefully that was a little helpful. I know I kind of long-winded ramble, but yeah, for anyone out there, if you want stuff like this, subscribe and comment, and I'll make you a video of whatever you're asking for to the best of my ability. But yeah, cheers y'all, take care.